YouTube, what up? Hope everybody is doing well. Well, holy cow, it's been a minute since I've been able to make a YouTube video. I have actually been out of town quite a bit the last 2 weeks, and holy cow, it's been a wild ride. Want to just hang out with you guys for a little bit today, take you maybe through a little bit of a tour on the shop and show you what we're doing here to get ready for the spring rush. Before we do, let me show you guys something really quick that I'm excited about. Two things. One, at the property here, right? We're getting ready to get the concrete finished up for the driveway. 16, 17 grand to finish that up. And then all of this up front here, we're going to be getting taken care of as well. We've got our friends over at Troy Clog is going to be, let me see if I can just set this here. I guess we'll have to put it down, right? Troy Clog is going to be, and his whole team, taking care of our front landscaping, right? If you guys did not see our building it together video with the final house shots, you guys are totally missing out, but a lot of you guys I know saw that video last couple days, last couple weeks. But all this is going to get a brick paver walkway all the way up front, and brick paver walkway to the front door. And then we're going to get some stone. We're going to get some retaining wall up at the front. It's going to be beautiful. Some large format stone around the backside there, I think it's called. And then I'm going to backfill with plants, mulch, landscaping, all that stuff through summer here as I cash flow the rest. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Excuse me. So that being said, first off, happy 2025 spring rush for everyone out there. I'm sure some of you guys are already out there doing cleanups across the country. We are not there just yet. We've got about another week or two, and then we will be able to do that ourselves. In the meantime, we are getting everything ready to go, ready to rock and roll, right? It's a very different spring rush, I'll be honest with you guys. Had a decent winter, taking a lot of the profits and reinvesting it into a Magnum-matic that you guys saw, some new equipment, and frankly, keeping as much cash in the bank account as possible to basically fuel future growth. So we're really excited about adding a couple team members, adding some equipment, some things we can pay cash for, other things, well, we could pay cash for, but I want to keep that cash in the bank to spur for material and labor, right? So it's going to be a really interesting conversation. Couple announcements here I'll make towards the end. We just got approved for a new machine. Very, very pumped up about that. So I'll lead with you guys with that in a quick second here. We'll get to that. But right now, the guys are here all day today. Ryan's actually still out doing some last minute runs, but Mark and Rob were here as well for about 6-7 hours today. We've got a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule this week where we're doing a bunch of spring cleaning, a bunch of training, and just getting everybody on the same sheet of music. So it's going to be a pretty awesome couple of days. And then next week, hopefully, and shortly thereafter, we'll be out doing cleanups and doing the whole deal. So give me one quick second. Let's hop in here. The point of today's video is I want to just, kick it with you guys and catch up. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I haven't really been able to catch up with you guys too much on YouTube. Last week I was down in Nashville, Tennessee at the Leanscaper event, which if you don't know what that is just yet, no problem. You're not out of the loop because it's brand new. That is the new software company that Mark Bradley came up with after selling Element about 90 days ago, plus or minus. And first off, Element is in good hands. Single Ops purchased them. Outside of Single Ops, which is more for the tree care arborist industry, I will just tell you, Element, with the horsepower behind it of Single Ops with their software and dev team, holy freaking cow. And if you guys know, you know, because the rolling out of new features and refinements has been started. Okay, they have so many more streamlined features, part of the platform. I don't want to say thanks to yours truly because it's a team effort, right? But there's a lot of great guys that provided a lot of feedback to the whole Element Single Ops team over the last 90 days. Of course, myself as well, ringing the cowbell. This has to change. We need to change this, streamline that for more of a maintenance-focused business. But they did. They delivered, and it's awesome. And not only are just a couple of the rollouts already game changers, but we're going to have so many more over the next couple of weeks and months. It's going to be phenomenal, okay? So that being said, Leanscaper is the new software company that Mark Bradley started. And last week, it was back-to-back intensives. One was revenue growth, and the second one was operational efficiency, I think it was called. And holy freaking cow, you want to talk about your mind just being goo at the end of it, okay? It was phenomenal. And I'm under-promoting it. I'm under-hyping it. I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. So if you guys see the Leanscaper hat, just hanging out with my boy Mark Bradley all week and trying to share the love, man. Just spread some awareness about what he's doing. I'm really, really excited about that and everything that Mark Bradley's putting together just seems to turn into gold, okay? He's got the Midas touch. All right, that being said, that was Leanscaper last week. The week before that was Grow. So that kind of gums up the schedule of getting content to you guys and doing the whole, YouTube thing. All right, Brian's on Maintenance is growing. That's number one, important for me. And because I've been out of town doing so much training and education and really implementing, that gives me the excitement for an upswing with where our company is going to go for 2025. Now, a lot of you guys saw our budget a couple of weeks ago. You know that we're on the grow. We're looking to grow revenue, of course, grow profit with it, but really invest into new equipment, machines, trucks, and so a lot that I'll share on today's video and a lot more coming down the pike, all right? So let's do this really quick. Let me take a quick second. Look at all the cleaning that the guys did, by the way. Phenomenal, super grateful. Love the guys and everything that they've put in. They've been putting in work. The catch-all is cleaned up, right? No longer looks like a junkyard over here in the corner. Sweeped and cleaned everything, organized all the racks. Look at this whole lane, okay? This looks absolutely flawless. Like, I'm so happy with how this looks. Over here is our next to-do, is this whole lane. We're gonna be working on this over the next couple of days. This right here is our leftover hot pink and ice melt, so we're gonna get rid of this here and store that. But we have a new shelf that we're putting over here. The guys are gonna have this as a catch-all for oils, blades, just quick grab stuff, safety, first aid equipment, so on and so forth. So this is gonna be a new shelf that we're putting in over here between the doors. We're gonna have this whole lane opened up to store extra equipment. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna have pallet racking all against this wall and so much more. Let me get into a couple other updates for you guys. So here is our checklist, and let me hold this really quick. Maybe you guys want to hit pause and screenshot, whatever you want to do. Let me hold it for a quick second. All right, there you go. Here's our spring checklist, and the idea is, like I said at the top, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, we are going through a whole bunch of spring cleaning to-do lists, right? If that makes sense. One other thing that we're really going to be doing is some training and education that we learned from these conferences and events, and just thought process that I want to transmute to the guys to understand what we're trying to do with company growth. They know that I'm trying to cast the vision, right? We want to go to 5 and 10 million. We want to grow a big business here in the New Hudson, Wixom, and Novi, Michigan area. Well, to do that, I have to grow as a leader. I need them to grow as leaders. We need to backfill and create a vacuum with attracting new talent. We need to train, we need to educate, and there's a lot of processes and systems that need to go into place this year for our company that will spur future growth for not only this year, but the years to come. So let me just give you guys a little bit of a quick checklist here. Here's what we were doing. Maybe this can help you guys out, practically speaking. Set up a TV cart and set up the internet on a big screen TV. We've got a new TV cart, which will be here somewhere. I think the guys might still be working on that. Oh, here you go. Here's the TV cart. Let's take a quick minute. The reason I want this TV is because we're going to be doing more training and education on video. So I had this old big screen TV, part of my bedroom when Liz was nesting at the old apartment. And it was a 60, 75 inch TV. I don't even know. But as you can see, we don't really watch TV, okay? Like, it's dust, not just because it's been in the barn, but we just don't watch TV in general. But the idea is I want to get video and or a laptop, right, on the laptop stand here, and present onto the screen so we can do videos, training videos, and I wanted to get something set up that we can now do video training and not just always talking on a whiteboard, okay? So that's really cool. Let's go back over here. All right, let's see what else that we have. We have set up our whiteboard, okay? So we have a secondary whiteboard. Now we have a shopping list that the guys are putting together. We're also gonna make an SOP list, so future posts, posters and signs that we wanna have built. That'll all go over here. In fact, what I'll do is I'll share a quick photo. Hopefully I can just put those over the video. And you guys can see the first 5 or 6 posters that we have going for the rebrand for Brian's Lawn Maintenance. I'm really excited about this. We'll let the cat out of the bag more formally as we modify and change our logo. But we have the mission statement, the vision statement, 5S, core values, which we kind of modified a little bit, and our first poster, our first SOP, which is to use the Magnamatic blade grinder in the back dry storage room. And so this year is the year of documentation. This year is the year of creating systems and SOPs. Every single thing will be written down and put in a Google Drive. Everything that can be created as a training video will be made into a small tutorial training video that we will upload into Greenus. So Greenus is a platform part of LMM. So basically, we will give everybody the roadmap if you're a new hire, or future trainings that we do, from tailgate talks or trainings that we do bi-weekly, or extra videos that I make during the week. We will be able to upload them to Greenus, one, just as a course and a resource, but two, as a career path, so folks can say like, crew 1, these 40 videos, or orientation, these 20 videos, crew 1, these extra 40 videos, crew 2, these extra 20 videos, right hand, which is like to the foreman, you'll have these 20 videos, foreman 1, these 20, 30 videos, foreman 2, these 20, 30 videos, estimator, these 20 videos, account manager, and so on and so forth, estimating, salesperson, right? We can build all these courses out and career paths out in Greenus. So that's the idea with Greenus, but to make it, let's look at the macro here again. To talk about the macro, everything needs to be written down, documented, and videoed this year. Because like I was telling the guys, I don't want to just get a $5 million company, have 50, 60 chickens running around with their head cut off. I want to have a very streamlined, systematized business, a very stress-free, headache-free, ideally, business, right? Well, to do that, there's two options: blunt force trauma, which I know a lot of people do, or number two, build the system and then let the system build the company and then manage the system. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here. Mark my words, hopefully in 5 years we can look back on these videos and say, boy, we had it licked, or boy, we did not know what we didn't know. And it'll probably be a combination of both. For the love of God, look at where we were 5, 6, 7 years ago. Look where we are today, which isn't much, but it's a lot farther along than it was 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm sure you guys can relate and also feel the same way about your company. We're not perfect. We still got room to grow, but we're a lot further than we were previously. So this right here, more than likely, we're going to put an SOP list. And every Tuesdays and Thursdays, my wife and I are going to spend an hour a week in the office together as a couple, building out SOPs until we can get an EA, executive assistant, virtual assistant, to start building those SOPs, and then SOPs turn to posters and or documents, and then I'll be responsible for the video creation in Greenus. All right, so that's that. That's why we have the new whiteboard. Wash the plows with soap. Ryan already washed those out. We're cleaning up all the snow equipment. Let's pray it doesn't get any more snow. Label maker. We bought a label maker. That's going to be part of the 5S Lean system. If you have been following anything with Mark Bradley Lean or the Toyota way, some really good conversation there, but we have label makers. So basically, everything in these cabinets, we will horseshoe. This cabinet will be A all the way through Z, and everything will have a label on the front door so we know where it's at. And that way, if somebody needs oil, engine oil, two-stroke oil, they know to go to cabinet O. O is for oil. I want it literally idiot-proof, okay? I want it idiot-proof. So that way, if somebody needs fluid film, it'll be under F, okay? It's the name of the product. That's what we're gonna do with all the cabinets. And then also the lever rack system, this cabinet system and that cabinet system. I want all the exteriors labeled with what goes where, okay? So labels are gonna be huge, and that way we can make it lean, cohesive, no wasted time, and everybody knows what they're doing. Number 5, whatever, no particular order. Teach the Magnamatic. Spent some time teaching the guys about that today. Let me show you back here. Some of you guys saw that video with Garrett last week. If you didn't, please go back and watch it for an hour and 15 minutes. I know it's a long video, but it is a phenomenal, phenomenal video. Let's see, one of the lights here. There you go. All right, so if you did not see the blade cleaner video portion, ta-da! Love this thing. Absolutely love this machine, okay? Telling you it's awesome. We've got the blade balancer, okay? And then we've also got, let me just get this over here. We've got the blade sharpener, the 8200. A lot of folks were actually asking me what platform we're using. No pitch, just telling you straight up, here's what we're using. The 8200, this is the B, and this is the belt grinder, and then we have the platform that is the adjustable one. All right, so I think just this top portion is like 12 or 1300 bucks. When you add the tower, it's about another like 750 bucks. And when you add the air filtration, it's another grand. So this all in is like $3,000. This was another $3,000. All in, we're about $6,200 deep, okay? Promo code Brian saves you 5%. You're gonna need it. But I'll tell you what, this is a game changer for sharpening lawnmower blades. So anyway, spent about 30 minutes teaching the guys. I showed them how to do it, then they showed me how to do it. I double checked it, and then Rob ended up doing a lot of the cleaning today. So if you did not see the Magnematic video last week, please go check that out. Really, really good blade education video. Teach the Magnematic, sharpen all the lawnmower blades. That's on the to-do list. Clean up the workbench areas. The guys made a lot of progress on that. I mean, a lot of progress, I can already tell. Make the shelf between the garage doors. Again, we want a shelf over there, just a quick grab for all the blades, and the oils will all be over there in the next week or a couple days. Get the 72-inch and the radius up to Weingart's for service. So go get your mower serviced. Air filter, oil filter, hydro, oil, tires, tire pressure, anything and everything, right? Of course, you can self-perform a lot of that work, but we normally get our service in the spring. Take off the broken chute blockers. I will tell you guys, and I don't know if I can leave the let the cat out of the bag. Some new chute blockers coming down the pike from Ballard. Okay, so great time to load up on everything Brian's 10 at Ballard, Ballard-Inc. Not trying to make this a pitch. I'm just saying it's time to, you know, get all your spring orders in, parts and supplies from everybody that you guys shop from. Thanks for the support if you guys are picking up stuff from Ballard. But they do have some new chute blockers coming down the road, which I'm really, really excited about. So we're going to take the old ones off. Admittedly, and Corey would admit, they were not holding up to the rigors that we and you guys put into the field, okay? They needed a redesign and some work. And so Corey and the team were able to redo those over the last 6 to 12 months. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing that we did is I ordered 5 safety kits, first aid kits on Amazon. So I put those, one in every trailer and then one in every truck behind the driver's seat. Every truck now has a safety emergency first aid kit and a fire extinguisher. So fire extinguisher audit, all right? Some other things that we're doing, and you guys can also do, so this is just maybe an idea checklist, is black gloss spray paint, touch up the utility trailer. Okay, so touch up your trailers. You don't have to sand or grind or, you know, use an angle grinder or brush on anything. You can, but you don't have to. And then sweep and wipe down the shop. All right, so that's the to-do list. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to, Wednesday do about a half a day, then we're gonna do a little, go to the gun range as a little team kickoff. That's just what me and the guys wanna do. We wanna go let off some steam. And then Thursday, we're gonna come back and do some of the trainings because Liz will be able to come on in here. And one thing that I really wanna do as the company continues to grow is make sure that Liz stays a part of the company as much as possible. A lot of you guys know Liz and I have been married for 10 years, married, together for 12, 2 kids. We're pregnant with number 3. Baby number 3 is due in late June. So it's a lot going on in life, bro. Between the house, the life, the business, the social media crap, the travel. I mean, I think I've been on tour like for 4.5 months straight. Okay, it's been very, 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 very busy. What I want to do is just always make sure that I'm making time for my best friend. I want to make sure I'm taking time for my wife. Okay, and that I have just admittedly noticed it's harder and harder to do as your life gets bigger. It doesn't have to, but it does, right? Because everything's just constantly Pac-Man on your calendar, on your schedule, and on your plate. Well, Liz and I have been pretty militant the last 6 to 8 weeks to getting back to date night on Thursdays. I've been out of town a couple weeks, but other than that, we date night on Thursdays. I think last week we ended up date nighting on a Saturday because I was gone during the week, and I'm like, nope, it's been 2 weeks. We're date nighting no matter what. So that is something that I'm going to be very, very militant about in 2025, is making sure that we get back to a regular routine date night for us. That's on Thursdays, okay? And of course, spending more time together, growing together, reading good books together. That being said, as the company continues to grow, and Liz is in a very challenging season of life, we both are, right? With little kids and young kids, her time and attention gets pulled heavily towards the business. I'm sorry, towards the kids, not towards the business, the other way, right? Away from the business. So I want to make sure that she at least knows the macro. Liz is not involved day to day in the business. She's not making daily decisions on what to buy or what to get or really anything like that. I handle that and Rob handles a lot of that. But I do want her to know where we're going, what we're buying, who we're hiring, philosophy-wise of the business, what we're all trying to accomplish. Because one, Liz can play a great support role, and she does and has and is. But number two, I want her to know that she is still included, that she is still part of the business. Because when the kids are, you know, the youngest is 6 or 7, and maybe Liz wants to get back a little bit more involved with the business, not out there trimming, you know, necessarily, but running operations with me and hiring or whatever role she wants to fulfill in the business. I don't want her to come in 5 years from now and go, what the hell's going on around here? Who are we? What are we doing? How big is this thing? Right? I want her to be a part of it. And so on Thursday, when we have more childcare, because Grandma comes over on Thursdays, we are going to talk about these couple trainings, okay? So Wednesday is going to be a little bit more of a cleanup. It'll be finishing up this checklist tomorrow. But this is going to be more of the Wednesday in the morning. And then this is going to be probably the training on Thursday. Then we're going to go to Weingart's Steak Fry Open House. So hope to see you guys real time Thursday in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Let's start here down. So I'm going to make sure that the guys tomorrow have a Greenus overview. They have their logins. They can start watching training videos as we populate them. We're going to review the Gusto payroll. All right. So all the guys are going to make sure they have the app. They know how to log in. We are switching to Gusto for our payroll. Some of you guys might have saw the reel that we shared about them a week ago. If you need a code, shoot me a message. I make some money and you guys make some money. So let's win together, all right? Use our code or our link. Draw out our current business plus our 5-year org chart, right? What's our 5-year vision? Where does everybody want to be? And I want the guys to really have some buy-in. I really want them to know that this is a growing company that they can be a part of. Where do they see themselves in 5 years? You want to lead a crew or do you want to lead a division, right? Like, that's up to you. I want to make sure that my guys have my calendar for the next 45 days. Okay, it's going to be a very, very busy spring. I got spring shop tours. We got the spring rush, cleanups, mulching, mowing. They need to know where I'm at as a leader. That's something that they all told me about not 2 years ago, last year when we did a company reviews. Everybody said more communication, bi-weekly meetings. I felt like I was pretty good at that last year. I was very, very militant. I took that feedback. I want to stay grounded as a leader and, you know, stay out front with my guys. So when they said we want more communication and they want to know where we're at, where I'm at even personally, I really tried to adhere to that schedule. So when we have our annual reviews this week and next week, I'm hoping that they give me a 5 or a 10 out of 10, right, for that, or at least an 8 out of 10. Versus previously, admittedly, maybe it was a 3 or 4, okay? My life is absolutely crazy, so more communication with them keeps them happy, moving, and all of us on the same sheet of music, okay? New equipment, trucks, and the L28. And then the spring kickoff with, we're going to the gun range, okay? So let me talk about this real quick. New equipment, and I won't spend all day on this. I know this video is getting a little bit longer, but very, very excited about new equipment. You can't go into the spring rush without thinking about where do you want to grow and what do you want to move into, right? For us, larger commercial sites, more mowing. We're hopefully going to be rocking at least 2 mow crews this year, and then a landscape crew. We need a new truck to replace Rob's truck. That truck will be for sale, 38 grand. Comes with the plow, comes with the dumper. It's detailed. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks immaculate. Like the exterior, I mean, is phenomenal. It was clay barred. The truck is good to go. Taking the equity out of that truck and replacing it with a very similar F350 like the other race red that we had bought a little bit more than a year and a half ago. So we'll have another new F350 1-ton part of the fleet. That'll replace Rob's truck. From there, because we're doing more landscaping, we need a dump truck. We are way overdue for a dump truck. Not only a dump truck, but we're gonna get a dump trailer. So I gotta go scoop up a dump trailer from Kelly & Sons here in the next month. Dump trailer plus a dump truck. So we have a credit app out to Ford Commercial Leasing to lease a dump truck. Another video for another time about leasing versus financing or buying or paying cash. But we are really, really, really excited about the option of leasing a F450. We may buy it out long term. I'm still working back and forth with Ford to see what we want to do with that with our local dealer. But that is the 2 trucks. The other one, and our credit app just got approved like 3 hours ago. So I was looking at my phone and my watch, but about 3 hours ago, scooping up a Bobcat L28. All of you guys I voted on Instagram that have been helping me shop for this for the last, 3 months? I am so freaking pumped. The L28 is sweet. If you don't know, go check it out, okay? It is a mini, small articulating loader. It is got a 8.5 extended telescopic boom, about a 0.6 or 0.8, whatever it is, cubic yard, I think it is, right? Bucket. We'll be able to put forks on it, a broom on it, hydraulically, front broom. It's gonna be awesome. And the idea is with turf tires to keep a low pro footprint on all the turf that we're going on. It's always wet and soggy in Michigan, especially until like June or July. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate in the Midwest. But the idea is to move a lot of mulch fast. So 40-yard mulch up and above, I'm gonna work out subbing it out to a mulch blowing company so we can stay really competitive on that bulk price. But anything like 10 to 40 yards, which is kind of our bread and butter, dump truck and an L28, holy freaking cow, that'd be awesome. Then number 2, that can double up as a forklift for us in the shop because we have all this racking now. I need a forklift. A forklift is 10 grand. So if you take a 25 grand tractor, a 10 grand forklift, and then if I can put a plow or a broom on the front of the L28 for a sidewalk machine, that's about 10 to 15 grand for a sidewalk machine, pick your brand. We're basically right there at 50, 55,000, which is the L28. So one machine, 3 season uses, keep it year round, probably run it till it's dead. I am gonna finance that out, not lease, but finance that machine out because we're gonna keep it forever, probably a decade. And the idea is I could use that also as a shop machine long-term, not only here, but at a future shop that we eventually move into. And, right, all the extra ands, and this is how you justify, but that's funny. I can use it to load salt, right, bulk salt, if we have a bunker or at least a salt supply long-term. And a lot of you guys taught me and turned me on to that. So the L28's coming, freaking pumped up about that. Super excited about adding a different color paint to the mix. We got some white coming in, white and black. At least initially, I'll probably end up getting the dirty graphics on it and stickering it up for $1,000 bucks. Got to keep it on brand. So that's always going to be coming down the pike. But I'm super pumped about that. And the business financed that. So hello, like ready to rock and roll. That's freaking awesome, okay? So let's go back up to the last couple trainings that we're going to do here on Thursday. And I'm probably going to record these and we'll see if I put them out on YouTube or not, or just keep them for training videos for us and the guys. But what I will say is, let's look at this really quick. I want to talk about the new signs and SOPs and posters. We got SOPs for the mowers, trucks, trailers, checklists, all this mess, right? We're going to have a SOP czar. I think that might be Mark. So whoever comes up with SOPs, we're going to brainstorm them and then get them to Liz or an EA and they can build them. Then we'll get them to our graphics design person with our vehicle wrap place and our graphic designer, and then they'll make them in the posters. And then let's talk about training. The guys and I, we're going to talk about revenue per hour, how we can all get raises, how we can make more money per hour, how we're getting out of more residential mowing, and how we can get our landscaping number up and really get revenue per hour higher. With that, we have more opportunity for higher wages. So we're going to do a training and I'm going to break down a whole math on revenue per hour stuff that we learned at Leanscaper's event last week. Another one is lean waste exercise. We're going to list the 9 core wastes that are typically found in a landscape company, have an exercise. And I'm gonna ask the guys, hey, where's areas for improvement in the business? If we can get rid of the waste, then wages can go up. If we can grow our revenue per hour, then wages can go up. If all of the guys want raises, we have to go and generate more revenue per hour, and we have to get rid of excess waste in the business. It's really that simple. After that, we write our own check, right? So I need to show a visual so the guys understand that. It's pretty common sense, but these are gonna be some trainings we do for an hour or two, okay? And that's all stuff that was kind of marching orders coming out of the Leanscaper event. Also, I wanna give the guys just extra little kitties, new incentives. I'm more of a carrot versus the stick and the rod, kind of a guy. So gift cards, reviews, new clients. Anytime we get like a big client, I want everybody to get a $25 gift card, like high fives, right? I'm gonna get the guys business cards once we have all the new logo and branding done. So they all have like crew lead, Mark, and then his email. So we're gonna give everybody company emails so they can always use our documents, and they have an email if any clients or myself need to pass conversations back and forth. And dude, who doesn't want a cool looking business card and a title, right? I mean, that's cool too. Pay is awesome, trust me, this is where it starts. But it'd be nice to have something on a card just for the guys. I know they were turned on by that and I like that too. Gift cards, right? If anybody gets a new company review that explicitly says Ryan or Mark or Rob did an amazing job, they get a $25 gift card. So we're gonna talk about little incentives here for 2025 and beyond. Other than that, we're gonna review the employee handbook and update it together. That's all stuff that we're going to do together. That way we have buy-in, we're all on the same sheet of music. This isn't top down, it's what the team wants to do with our employee handbook outside of like the core stuff that I need to make sure that's in there to protect the company, okay? And then Greenus overview, make sure everybody's got logins, and I think we went through the rest. So here is our to-do list, right? Spring cleaning, spring training. There's tons and tons more that we can do, but this is the mission critical stuff for our company, Brian's Lawn Maintenance, as we're going to the spring rush of 2025. All right, so that's where we're at. Hopefully this was a fun video, or maybe you guys are listening on the podcast if I rip the audio. Hopefully you guys have some takeaways, just some stuff to write down, things you can do. This is of course outside of your bulk supply order in the spring with your dealer, going to your local dealer open house. We've got our steak fry on Thursday that we'll be at. This is outside of starting all the lawnmowers up and doing cold starts and making sure everything runs. This is outside of me sending out hundreds of emails and bids and quotes to renew everybody for the 2025 season, which is my job right now. That while I'm in the office for 2-3 days, this is what they're doing in here for 2-3 days, right? So my job is to sell. My job is to grow. My job is to document. My job is to build the system. And so everybody's doing a good job. Everybody's on the same sheet of music. So far, everybody seems to be happy. I'm happy. They're happy. And hopefully our clients are going to be happy this upcoming spring, all right? So that's where I'm going to probably leave you guys today. If you have questions on anything, please shoot me a DM, an email, or leave a comment down below. I'm an open book, so anything I can do to help you guys grow as we all grow together into the 2025 spring rush, I'm here to help you guys out and be a resource for you guys. Here's the last thing I will say. The videos are going to be a little bit different this year. If people just want the same old boring 2025 trailer setup, or 3 ways to string trim, or how to get new customers, like, it's not going to be that kind of content. I'm evolving, the business is evolving, you guys are evolving, the conversation is evolving, okay? And I'm really, really looking forward to a more mature conversation as we look to grow from a $450,000, $500,000 a year business to go into $1 million. And from there, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million, and beyond. Getting around so many great leaders like you guys watching the videos and listening in all across the country the last 4 months, from the Element Masterminds, Lawntrepreneur Academy Live, Equip Expo, and recently Leanscaper. Dude, your boy has never been more fired up and excited to grow than ever before. All right, so I'm gonna do the best I can to bring all this online. I've got the studio in the basement almost ready to go to make some more training videos I can help you guys out with Q&A. We'll have like a weekly tip of the week video that I'll have in my podcast studio room. I'm really, really excited about that. The audio is going to be stellar as we just got our sound panels in. I just got to get those attached to the wall because the room was pretty echoey, but it's all coming, and it's all coming together. All right, how cool is that? That's where I'll leave you guys today on today's video. If you have any questions, like I said, drop me a comment down below. Show some love, thumbs up on the video, leave some comments anyway. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know how your spring rush is going, and that's where I'll leave you guys today. All right, over and out. Love you guys, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you here on the next one.